Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you on this fine, well, early morning for me? Happy Thanksgiving. So I know you're going to have some kind of bird. If not a turkey, a duck. If not duck, chicken. If not chicken, pheasant. Something. I'm sure you're going to have a bird or something, right? Well, nevertheless, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And this is the season to be grateful, to just sit back and reflect on the year that you had and just be grateful and grateful for life. Grateful for life. So anyway, this is the brown round. I wanted to save it for today, so this is going to be the brown round. And I cannot do the brown round without baby Crone. So we're gonna do the brown round, and we're gonna cover a lot of topics today. So let's give it for baby Crone. Come on in here and celebrate this Thanksgiving. We're doing this for people that's not going out, and maybe you want to stay home, or you don't have anything. Maybe you're just eating a Swanson dinner or a Marie calendar because you're not going out, or maybe you having some leftover Chinese food or some pizza or something like that, or a dinner that you had. Well, we're putting this out there for somebody who may not be doing anything for Thanksgiving, and you happen to click on to Crones, us, the Crones. What that is, that is an esoteric station, and we deal with pop culture. And so, excuse me, what we do, I look at things on an emotional realm, on a spiritual realm, how a person may be feeling, or what a person may be going with on the outside. That's my calling, where you have other people that they may read and they could tell you where things are and how a person died, and everybody had their own gift. But me, I deal with the soul of a person. So I am able to go in and see the situation from a different vantage point, if that makes sense. So this is what this station is all about. And so there are people who may not agree with some of the things I say and may not want to follow me. I'm really sorry about that, because I don't want to lose anyone, right? But I just hope that all that follow me know that you could feel the way you want. We 100% freedom of speech here.
Yes.
100. And if I say something that you don't like, you are free to say, I don't like that. And if you make a comment, we could just have a dialogue on air. And not that I'm trying to hurt you, because there is not too many things that you're going to say that I'm going to disagree with. But I think it's the way we look at things. I think that it's a different perspective, which leads me to one of my topics that we're going to just dabble in a little bit. I wish we had open line so people could call in, but we're almost there. So, and that is colorism. So one of the things that I found out about colorism is, baby Crone, what is the meaning for colorism, so we can have a fair ground that this is what the dictionary, or what is it? Google says, not the dictionary, Google says colorism is. Read it.
Yes. Discrimination against dark skin within the same race. Now you're maybe wondering, what does discrimination mean?
Absolutely.
Which means unjust distinction of a group of people. So therefore you're making an unjust or not fair judgment, and you're discriminating because you're separating yourself.
Let's go another way. Let's give an example.
Okay.
Okay. What would you like to use for an example?
How about,
you black bitch?
Yep, that works.
How about that?
That is not discriminatory.
I'm a light-skinned person. You black bitch, I can't stand you. Say something.
I don't like you either.
Okay, so she doesn't like me either, and she's a black bitch. Tell me, what is the colorism in that?
Right.
What is it?
Clearly, it would be the fact that you called me a black bitch.
Yes, but when I called you a black bitch, did I call you a black bitch because I can't identify and that I really don't see you that? I just called you black because I think that's just going to hurt your feelings. Or was it like I called you a black bitch because I want to see you dead and I don't like you because you dark?
Well, it's all about the context.
It's all, see what I'm saying? Here's another one. Hey, my nigga.
That is a prime example.
Hey, my nigga. So, knowing the content of that from a black perspective, okay, what does that mean? Does that mean, here's another one. Does that mean I don't like you because you're dark? Hey, black nigga.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point there.
See, what you understand? I'm starting to understand that in colorism, it is different for each of us. Why? Because we all have a different vantage point. Why? Because we're all people of color. So I'm going to experience racism from my point of view. She's going to experience, and we can all live in the same family. But we're going to have it from our point of view. And believe me, because a black person or a light-skinned person, whichever, if a light-skinned person say, you're a bully because you dark, let's do this. You're a bully, you black bitch. Do I mean that as in, I want to see you lynched, I want you to be killed? Does that mean that? Or, I hope you all follow me, or is that coming from, I'm just calling her a black bitch because I know I hurt her feelings. But frankly, I really don't care about her color at all. But I'm just saying that because that's just something that can hurt her. I ain't thinking about slavery. I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm just calling her that because she's just darker than me. And I'm just doing something to make myself feel better because she's already intellectually beating me down. So that's what I have. So I'm just throwing that at her. But it ain't got nothing to do with the color of her skin. It just got something to do with the fact she overpowered me with words. And I just want to say something to hurt her feelings. Could it be that? Could it be that because I'm starting to question how can we be racist amongst ourselves? It starts to not make any sense. I think that we really need to figure out when you say, you know, on the people of Potomac, yep, I'm going there. On the people of Potomac, they're racist. They're, what do you mean when Robin got dark kids? So does Gazelle. That doesn't, something's missing. Karen is married to a black man, and Candace and Robin is married to white. Come on, help me. This don't make sense. We're missing something in this equation. And I think we need to define what is colorism amongst us, not what that book says, because what can I say to her if she's my boss and she's fly and beautiful and black, and me, I'm light and I'm lighter than her, so if that's all I got, she doesn't give a damn about the color of my skin. She's sitting over there looking like, give them that look, like that Nubian princess, that beautiful black queen, and I'm sitting over here with my little wig on, light-skinned, but she's my boss. Do you think I'm looking at her like saying, oh, she's black, she's a house nigga. No, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking, who does she think she is? She is just so, ooh, she pretty, she wear that hair though. But you know what, I can't, I'm thinking that. I don't know if I'm reaching it. Baby, come, you're going to throw me a lifeline.
Yeah, basically as you said that with, colorism, well, with the alleged colorism, because how can you be a colorist amongst yourselves, honestly?
That it doesn't make sense. When
And
we all in the
racist
same
among
boat. We could see another race being it, but is it colorism amongst us? Or is it really we just only know because that's what we were taught? That's how the European taught us. Maybe it has nothing to do with that. Maybe it is so hard. It is so hard.
It happens in other countries.
Yes, I think we have to define what is colorism amongst ourselves. So we cannot get confused when we're looking at the Housewives of Potomac and you see colorism, and some people like me, I don't see it. And it'll be, oh, that's because you light skinned. But they're lighter than me. This is crazy. We gotta look at it from another perspective. I'm going on about it. I'm ranting because someone messaged me and they were disturbed by my opinion. I so apologize if I hurt anyone feelings in what I say. But please remember, this is a place where I always talk about love, and I'm about love. And every now and then, I'll rant and go off on somebody and lay them out in my mind. And of course. But nevertheless, all are welcome. And even if I don't agree, this is where we start. We can still learn to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of love. You could say, this is what I see, and if I see fit, I will bring it and talk about it. Or have you on, and whatever. I just think that we need to start the dialogue. And one of the things that I want to know, what really is colorism? What is colorism, honey?
Discrimination against dark skin within the same race.
And racism? I'm sorry, what was the
discrimination means unjust distinction of a group of people. So in this case, unjust discrimination against
But I didn't do anything unjust to you. I just called you a couple of names that will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know how many light-skinned women love dark-skinned men. It's gotta be another name. We gotta define what colorism is when you're dealing with a whole range of colored people and everyone deals with it from their vantage point. I don't know what it's like to be her color. Do you know what it's like to be mine? But you think it was easier for me.
Yes.
See, it's silly. How could it be different? She's in the sun. I'm in the house getting plumbered, beaten, made to clean up slop, watched, taunted, in a hot house. Think about it. Nobody had it easy. So the wannabes and the jigaboos, I don't know. I think we got to redefine what that stereotype is. I really do. And I think that, I can't think of his name, who wrote the movie, as good as I know his name. Forgive me, it's a senior moment. Spike Lee. He was really, really avant-garde before his time. And he did a lot of things to try to wake us up. Well, now it's years and years later, decades later, and we can talk about these things. We really, really need to begin a dialogue. And it starts here. So if I say something and you find it offensive, I apologize. I'm just saying what I feel, as I would want you to do the same. So with that being said, I think I dealt with that colorism thing. So let's go on with that topic. Because you done took up all this time running off at the mouth, so come on.
So we have an update on Shaquilla. Well, we want to give an update on Shaquilla after her tarot reading that was done.
Before we go on, I'd never have called my daughter a black bitch or anything. Honey, I know that didn't hurt your feelings.
No, it did not.
But we had already discussed that, okay. But I don't talk to her that way. Okay.
So not clearly, because we don't have the full story yet about what happened to Shaquilla, but from the video evidence coming out, it seems premeditated, and it seemed like it was a setup because $17,000 was stolen.
They don't know if
It
the
was-
paramedics, the nurse, the doc, they don't know if the police, they don't know if the people, it's so much going on with this case.
And it's just crazy to think that they stopped her from even going to the hospital, and the doctor tried to work on her for an hour.
And sorry, honey. And also, I saw a video where she was rocking in a hammock, and they were singing a death song over her. Something about
got our first body.
their body. I saw that video where I don't even know if she was dead. It gives me the shivers to think of the brutality and the darkness of our black men
For real, they
and
really
our black
reported
women. It's giving me the shivers to think that there was a time we would never think of black people doing things like this. Never, ever, ever. Ever since the sniper, the DC sniper, I don't know, we're getting more and more and more depraved amongst our own. I mean, I understand jealousy. I understand a three-way. I understand all of that. But when it gets down to the fact that you're willing to take someone's life, sing over their dead body, or knowing they're dying, whatever the case is, the woman did. So sing over her dead body. To sit there and watch this woman get plummeted by a male body, but a female in heart. We living in some dark times. But know this, you get away with nothing. I used to think that people get away with stuff. I used to get so angry. I would be like, people just get away with it. Kersleys didn't.
Yeah, they did it.
7 years for the female, Julie.
Yes, she did get 7 years with 9 months probation, Julie Chrisley. And then Todd Chrisley got 12 years with 6 months probation.
And you know, they were Christians, and I'm saying it, I adored them. I followed them. They was on for years. I've seen the children grow up. I even seen the little black girl, their little mixed daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She haven't been on the show lately. And the grandma, I done seen it. And I know grandmother, I know his mother had to be devastated. And Shavannah got a podcast. And so she's talking, my heart just goes out to them. And no matter how wrong or right they are, either they're wrong and God is a liar. Let me rephrase that. Either they're telling the truth and their God is a liar. Why do I say that? Because they said God would give them vengeance. God's going to show. So you're going to jail. It is so hard for me to eat that. I am so sick and tired of Christian leaders doing this stuff. It is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. As if we don't get enough from the Kardashians. As if we cannot get enough from the freaking Kardashians. Understanding their lies. Not enough with the reality shows.
Yeah,
that just pulls you in. And when you get it, it's like 6-8 months to a year late and the buck short. The can't believe that they were seduced by the spirit of greed. If it isn't vanity, that's what the movie Seven taught us. If it isn't vanity, it'll be greed. And the same thing, no, in the movie Seven, it was rage. And in the devil's advocate, it was vanity. And then and I'm seeing this, I'm heartbroken that this is happening. And I seen old Julie, she done lost so much weight, she just is little. My heart, and the thing is, I'm angry with them, and I have spoken about them in the past about this. Mm-hmm. But I didn't deal with it because I really believed that they were telling the truth and that God was going to avenge them. But I tell you one thing, their daughter Savannah have a podcast, and she's going to take care of the little, the 10-year-old and her brother who had an accident getting out of the hospital, who wrecked his truck, and oh my God. And so Savannah is going to turn into mommy for the next, 7 to 12 years. My heart is sad over this. Really. So with Shaquilla.
Yeah.
And the Chrisleys.
Yeah.
The Kardashians.
That is true.
And can I say it the way I feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say it the way I feel it?
Yeah.
The insanity of what's going on around Ye.
Oh, yeah.
And the prices with food.
Yeah, honestly.
I couldn't believe that a bottle of vanilla extract was $9 and something cents. Come on, guys.
$9.99.
Cup 10. Now you know that don't make no.
Yep, and a bottle that was just slightly larger was $20.
Come on. I'm done. Okay, let's go. We've been doing it. I'm on a range. This I'm supposed to be grateful. Well, being grateful means to get out all of that negativity. So, Baby Crone, go ahead. Give me something. Baby Crone, do something. Do. Switch up. Go ahead. Do your music. Do the entertainment section.
Okay.
And that way I can just sit down and listen and you vent for a while or do whatever. Go ahead, Baby Crone.
Sweetie, I learned recently dropped an album. Well, it was actually an EP, which has less songs than an album. It was only 6 songs. I listened to the album today, but apparently she is getting backlash on it because in one of her songs, it was the very first song on the track called "Say Nothing." She was talking about something. I'll have the snippet right here because I was just pulling this up. Mm-hmm. I will read one of the quotes. So in her song, she said, "Why are niggas always speaking on who I'm fucking on? He must got excited when I FaceTime with nothing on. Them same lips that's yapping me, the ones I nutted on." So this is what she's saying in her song. And Joe Budden saying that her...
Joe Budden.
Oh, thank you. Joe Budden. Button.
That's okay. I do it. I know we can laugh at it. Because if I'm not correcting you, you corrected me. So no, go ahead, girl. Even you said Budden. That. Budden. I was saying Budden. But that's nice. Budden is a nice name.
He's saying that these lyrics are poor timing because it's vague if she's talking about Little Baby or if she's talking about Offset. But either way, it's poor timing because Takeoff just had his funeral.
Look, at the end of the day, JoJo, she didn't know he was going to die when she wrote that. And besides, if she was or wasn't, if it happened like that, then it happened. See, this is what I'm saying. So, a backlash for what? Because somebody, that's the way your mind went. Whatever she was talking about, it's an innuendo. So she can't put out her music? Come on, people, you're grabbing for straws. You're just trying to be relevant. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, it's like, see what I mean?
Yeah.
What is this?
I have no clue.
It's so thick with us. What is this?
Mm-hmm. I mean, literally, speaking of that, with the entertainment news, at the American Music Awards, Chris Brown was booed when he won his favorite male favorite male R&B artist, and it was due to the fact that 2 days prior, the award show canceled him from performing for unknown reasons.
Because of what happened to Riri.
Mm-hmm. And he was dancing to Beat It. It was supposed to be a tribute to Michael Jackson, which I heard was his thing.
This is so petty. I don't understand this. Why are we mad over something that him and Riri is done? They cool. They can be in a room together and give each other like love in a good way. Why are we trying to that's that thickness again. That's that thickness. That's what I'm saying. It's all with that colorism. That's that thickness again. It's all tied in there. You see it?
Yeah.
It's so thick with us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And you know what's so funny about this? One of the things that I watch is when we go through our schisms, I have to say this, other cultures,
Okay.
especially white cultures, find it so fascinating. We are doing it because we understand it, because it's our culture. We get all involved and we voice our opinions and da-da-da-da-da.
That's true.
And now you see other cultures getting into it too and sharing in on it. Think about it. Not the classy, not just the rich Beverly Hills.
But that's a good thing. More attention, more people talk about it.
And just letting you know that we are all people and we all have issues. All of us. I'm just saying. Go ahead, talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm in that mood. It's Thanksgiving. And I am blessed, truly. I am thankful.
Yes, I bet Taylor Swift is thankful for the 6 awards she won.
I told you she was going to get
Yes, and she's still #1 4 weeks in a row. Still going strong with Anti-Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a good song.
It was a very good song, and I do like her album. Tell them Beyonce did get something.
Yes,
Nicki Minaj got something. Come on.
Yes, I think Beyonce, I'll have to look back on what Beyonce
Well, you don't have to name them, but you could just say
Yes.
Nicki Minaj got something, Beyonce got something. So they did look out for them. So they all got something. So yes.
We'll see you guys in the Grammys and see how you do.
It doesn't matter. You should know how great you are. And everyone knows, come on, it's Taylor. So stop. It's okay though.
It is.
It's okay.
And
until we can have that,
the award shows.
and until we can start loving one another and have our own Grammys, how would that work? You'll probably have somebody shot in the head and someone with their eyes gouged out.
Yeah, I mean...
Because that's how much we can't even get along.
That is true, but I think the BET Awards...
No, I'm talking about where it's all black judge, black this, black network, black everything. It's going to happen if we keep living. It's going to happen one day.
You just got to come together.
But it's going to take a lot for us to come together. And even though it is happening little by little, because even the toughest man and the toughest woman heart is starting to break over the loss of what's leaving this earth so early. Like we see that we're all seeing that the negligence of those that carry this kind of venom in their hearts, we see that it skips the one that's intended and goes for the innocent. We see it. And so it's enough. This is little by little, and they'll teach their children and their children. And before you know it, there will be love amongst us. We're just going through a purification where we have to stop, where we've been brainwashed. And now we're just starting to wake up. So it's going to take some time. it's going to take a couple more decades or maybe another century. Who knows? Seems like our people are dense. Some people are hard to wake up than others, but we don't give up. And it's all about us understanding that we hold power together, united as a family, all over the world. Only then can we could see the magic of life happen if we can only come together. We hold that, us as a colored people, as multicolored, as your color, my color, as all people come together. I know this is Thanksgiving, so I'm preaching. Sorry, it's just this is the sentiment. We're getting through it, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
About everything else is drama. So we have allegedly August Alsina coming out with a boyfriend. So, but they're saying it's allegedly his cousin. I mean, I questioned it when I saw it because I'm like, if you want to show us what love is, and you brought out a man, you led us to believe he was coming out, so you should have kissed if that was your intention. But love is love. It doesn't have to be. Maybe he's talking about platonic love.
Well, clearly, it's a ploy to get us to do something. At least be paying attention to him. You can't fault him for being an vanguard.
Yeah, he looked better after being beaten up.
Yes, that's true. And it lets me know, to me, what I get out of it. Like I said, I'm a reader of souls. What I got out of it, he's got this, I got it.
What?
That's what he's saying.
Oh.
I got it. I got what she was teaching me. Love is love. It doesn't matter if it connects and it makes you a better person and it fills your life and you're not hurting anyone and you're mature, following all the guidelines, okay?
Of course.
He's saying, I got it. Love is love. He had a aha moment. And he was trying to share that. So whether that was his boyfriend or whether it was his cousin or his brother, it doesn't matter. He was making a statement. And also, if he does decide to be gay, nobody is going to be shocked about it because he's saying, I'm fluid.
Right on that one. Speaking of happiness in relationships, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez look like they're happy together. And that's great to see after so many people were talking about how they were having problems and that they were going to get divorced. I'm just glad that they're making through it.
You know what? I hope they make it. And it may have been a bumpy start for the Afflecks. But that's okay. You hang in there. Because I believe with this much opposition at the very beginning, when y'all just get married, I don't know what y'all was doing for the last year living in La La Land. But whenever y'all got married, I'm telling you, the poop hit the fan and everything started hanging out. So that let me know the forces that are against you saying the years of smoothness is ahead of you. If you can make it through this, you can make it through anything. Hang in there.
I like that. That was good. Speaking of positivity, Tia Mowie's being positive, saying that once she started focusing on herself and self-love, that's when she knew her marriage was over. Too bad for Corey, but you know, we love self-care.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I'm not saying Tia is a narcissist. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm saying suspect. Because this woman is always in the car, she in the camera, she not tick-tocking, she crying. If she not crying, she talk about Corey. Tia, you got issues. I'm telling you, as someone Tia Mowry, Oh. Oh, yeah, I can call her Mallory because she certainly didn't take his name.
No.
All right. Give me, okay. Hard worker. Very money oriented. Come on, give it to me. Okay, here we go. Always on the balance. Like you live in La La Land. You live in La La Land. You see, always teetering and tottering with things. Always about your coins because you think that money make you the person that you are. But you got a new chance in life to start over and do it right. And as somebody who's running these cards for you right now, you're trying to run from your past or run whatever you're running from. You sure can't hide. You can't run from your God. Yes, you're running from some dark times. You can't run, Tia. You can't run. You're too much. I'm going for the middle for you because the more I pull, more coming out. If you chill, you need to back off here and choose who you're going to serve. You can't have it both ways. You can't be like in the camera acting like a floozy. I'm being honest with you. And then on the backhand, talking spiritual things. And where you going to be, Tia? You can't have it all. Nobody can have it all. Where you going to be? Are you going to be with the gurus like your sister? Make up your mind. Where you going to be? Do you want to be hip-hop? Do you want to deal with the young people? Do you want to bring in all the boys in the yard? And they better than yours? Is that what you want, Tia? Or do you want to be a person that's want to talk about deep things? Because right now, you're teeter-tottering and you're trying to figure out what's going to make you the most money. You're running from your past here. There is nowhere to hide. You have a chance. Here is the wheel of luck for you. Choose, Tia. Yes, be about your money because that's what everything is based on for you, Tia. Even when you talk about your husband, you talk about how better you are than him. Tia, girl, listen to me. Anybody that knows Tia Mallory, please send her this tape. I did a 2, 4, 6 card read. And if Tia were to choose, make up her mind where she wants to be, she's going to find her happiness. Because she's realizing there's a lot I could say about that, but that would be me speculating. And I don't want to take up the cards. But Tia, I love you, darling. God knows. But I can't take what I'm seeing. You just got to make up your mind, Tia, where you want to be. Where you want to be. Do you want to be a godly woman and deal with spiritual things and the deeper things of man? Or do you want to be hip-hop and the folly? I just need to know, Tia, where you're going to be. You're teeter-tottering. Yes, it's money in both. But choose, Tia. Find yourself, Tia. And this don't have nothing to do with Corey. And stop seeping out things on him. Either you're just going to say it and be done with it, but stop with it. You seem like Ray J. Stop. Stop it right now. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Go to something more. Go
yes.
Keep it on entertainment.
Yes, more relationship
Oh, God,
news.
I'm ready. I'm sorry. I'm on fire.
So, yep, we're to the Kardashians now.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So, Julia Fox has said
Lord
that
have
she
mercy.
dated Ye so Kim can have a break.
That's
and
not what
get
happened.
distracted.
That's not, no. I hate it. If you're going to get the news, just do it right.
Yeah, she said.
She said she dated Ye and she had a picture of a purple squash saying that he was very large. Let's say it. And that she was dating him to give Kimberly a break. If Megan Fox, I'm sorry, Megan. Julia Fox, if you don't go somewhere and sit down and just stop trying to make yourself so relevant. See, it don't have no collar.
You're right. There was.
See, now, if I said something, if I would have said something, I'm just saying this if I would have said, that silly white girl, I'm only saying it because she's white. I have no other intention other than, that's just a silly white girl. Do you understand? It has no implications of murder. It has no implication. It ain't coming from no dark place. It's only silliness. And she just happened to be white. Or that silly black girl. It just, we are so used to doing it. I think we really mixed up in what it is. I really think this is a problem. And it's such a problem. It's so deep, I can't explain it. But Megan Fox, girl.
Julia.
Julia. Who is Megan Fox? Who is she?
An actor. I know she played in Jennifer's Body, about where she was like a vampire, like eating some boys in school. Yeah.
Megan Fox.
Oh, and she drinks blood apparently.
I'm getting it. I had to, she just keep calling her name. I don't know her. So whoever this Megan Fox is very, very young. She's got a young heart. I don't know anything about her. She's got a very young heart. And not only does she have a young heart, she's very fiery. Very, very fiery. But she's come from some destruction. She has some destruction in her life. And right now she's going through a transition where she's trying to balance and find out who she is and what she is about, because her past follows her. Even though she tries to leave it in her past. This is Megan Fox I'm reading. She's moving from her, it's like her past follows her, but she's trying to release it and be more spiritual and balance out and try to get rid of the darkness that keeps following her, if that makes any sense. That's a quick read on Megan Fox.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
I'm on fire. You're supposed to be my hype woman. You're supposed to be go ahead. I can follow you now. I see what you're doing. Go ahead.
Yes, so Kendall Jenner.
Oh, Lord.
Allegedly, they had broken up with Devin Booker. She had broken up with him in June, but then they got back together shortly after
I knew that they weren't going to
and now they broke up again just last month because they're busy with their schedules, so it's hard for them to maintain a relationship.
That's always been it. That's always been the thing.
Yeah.
And in other words, you're so busy that maybe somebody cheats along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna leave Kendall alone. She's so private and quiet.
She not quiet if you a part of the Kardashian Jenner. She ain't quiet. She just try to keep herself out of the news. We're not working on her because it's just not much to say on her at the moment. So let's go on with something that is.
And then Yee is saying that his mother was a sacrifice. I don't know why he's now coming out and saying this. What happened to your 1 month sabbatical? Or at least a month has been up already. Anyway, that was just kind of questionable. Because when I was pulling it up, I did see a video from 7 years ago. So why is he bringing it up
All
again?
I'm saying is, when we don't understand things, we need to just shut the hell up. Stop judging. I don't judge things. That's between him and his deceased mama. Who am I to judge? I don't deal with things like it. Be careful. There are some lines we should just keep our opinions to ourselves. That's when you're dealing with death. Because that person can't come back and say anything. And if this brother says that his mama was a sacrifice, who is anyone to judge that? Am I defending him? Of course I am. I will always defend Yee if I found it any way that I could defend him. You all know that by now. If it's no way, I say nothing. It's just like I didn't hear anything. I go obsolete. I don't know. But if you say something, and I mean that with anyone, when someone is deceased and they're talking about their mother, especially as something as incriminating as my mom was a sacrifice, when we know he didn't do it, that's deep. And maybe there are deep things, because we all know that they are special. I don't want to just say the Illuminati, but they all kind of groups like that. Skull and Bones. They have many, what are these secret societies?
Yes.
Who are they? Where are they? How do they operate? They like God. Lords and gods. Why? They exist. Where? Who? How?
The gods of earth.
The gods of earth. Wind, fire, water, and air. Where are they? Could be Beyonce. Could be Taylor Swift. Could be Jay-Z. Whatever. But we know there is power. Power. Wonder-working power on this land called Earth. I'm in it tonight. I'm in a mood. Go ahead.
Yes, and I hate to end it off on this last bit, but it is alleged that Blueface might have off someone, and it could have been because his past, he was allegedly a crip in a gang. So,
You know, I'm going to say this about Blueface. Either way, I said that this relationship with Blueface and Keyshawn. Krishan.
There we go.
I said that it was going to end. Somebody going to wind up in jail or dead.
And she was right there standing by him when he was getting arrested.
Sometimes I going to say it. This is what one of them need. So he took it. He's got to pay the piper. Whether he did it or not, they need a 6-month break. Why? So she can decompress and learn that she can live without him. She's got to be devastated. So, did he do it? We don't know. We don't know. Just like we still don't know who was the one that take off. Speculations, but we don't know. So, here's another case in point.
Yep. Actually, there is one last bit of news I have, and that was about an eerie hum that is being heard in Brooklyn. It was, I saw the video, it was posted 11 days ago, but...
Maybe you can...
Yes, but the citizens that were being interviewed said that they've been hearing it for years, and it comes on randomly at night during the day. They can't figure out how long it stays, and they don't understand what.
What's the sound?
So it's just really weird. I mean, me and Lady Crone hear things back
all
here.
the time. But I wouldn't be surprised from what people tell me now that I live where I live, that they wouldn't be surprised at things that I've seen. I actually have a picture of a spaceship or some kind of flying saucer. Maybe Baby Crone can show you that as a treat. You think we could do that? Yeah, we could show that in my backyard. And not only that, there are things like orbs and all of that. And there is a part in my bedroom that there is a noise like a... I can't even imitate it. And it's there, or sometimes I go, woo, 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 woo. It's right there. I done had my heater checked. The funniest thing, if you go outside, you can't hear it.
Yes.
If you go underneath of that portion where the heater is, you can't hear it. I done had people have said they could hear it, but they can't hear it outside. So as loud as it is, you would think they could hear it. Where
outside.
Can you hear it?
Only in the room.
Nowhere else. You go outside, you hear nothing. You go underneath, you hear nothing. And it comes and it goes. And sometimes it's there for a month or 2 months or a season, and it just off and on all day. I understand. But I understand that I live in a very, very charged area. Very charged. You wouldn't be surprised if I was out and a ghost walked by. It wouldn't surprise me. But I wouldn't be out there, so. Look. The one thing, and I think that I heard Whoopi Goldberg said, the one thing that black people know how to do, you want to be with us when it's in a horror movie. She said this, and I concur. The one thing about black people that we do well, we know how to get out the way.
Yes.
It's so true. We know how to get scares when things bump in the night, okay? That is the one thing we know how to do. And I heard Whoopi Goldberg say that. So thank you, Whoopi. That was funny. So anyway, is there anything else?
Nope, that was a great way to end it because that would have been sad to end on some sad news. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. And hey, comment down below. Do you guys hear any humming where you are?
Yeah, please, let us know. Let us know. I'm going to try to see if I can get that video. It's so quick, it's going to go, but I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the sound. But it's that, so many. Maybe one day I'll just make a slide and just show them.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do that for tomorrow. Maybe if Baby Crone feel like doing it.
That would be nice.
Yeah, we'll make a slide of all the paranormals that we've seen around. So maybe you'll like that. So anyway, you like that? Sounds good?
Yes.
Well, that sounds good. So anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I know I was over the top a little bit, just a tiny bit, but this is the season where you could take a little snoop,
Oh.
just to bring in the season. Well, and it makes you feel a little cozy and warm, especially somebody like me who don't partake, but every now and then, and it had made me feel just a little bit relaxed and a little bit free. So if I was very free, please forgive me. But I was being authentic. And the one thing that Shabana said on her podcast, I really want to follow her, is these words. She says, she's 25 years old, and my God, how she has to grow up so fast overnight. She said, one day she's just going to have to come home and her parents won't be with her. But anyway, she said these words, and I want to end with this. Why is it when I pep myself up, she said these words. She says, I just want to be with someone that I can be myself. She says, whatever that self is, be it good or bad, I just want to be with somebody that's going to let me be me. She says, I'm so tired of just trying to conform to fit other people. However, I want to say that too, but we still have to have some manners. We still have to have some class, or as my mom would say, some umph about ourselves. There are some things that being a lady that we ought to keep private. Just lady things, right? And yet we can still let someone in our space, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I thought that was good. So thank you, Savannah, for that word of knowledge. And I hope that it reaches millions that learn to be yourself, your best self, as long as you being you. And when people don't like you, well, they don't like you. Right? And it's okay. Because everybody you like is what? Not going to like you.
That's true.
Right? And everybody that like you, guess what? You're not going to like everybody that like you. And so it is. So that is what we want to leave it on. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoyed this special rendition of the brown, round, frown, cow, whatever, reading cards, whatever. But it's just because I had a little bit of, and it made me feel just a little relaxed to be myself. So So I thank you. Thank you for joining my little munchkins, my little crones, my little chicken. Please enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be you with someone or be alone. Enjoy it. Ciao.